Hi everybody, today I wanted to demonstrate the Raspberry Pi powered guitar effects box that I built. All the effects are processed by Pure Data, a free program that you can download at the link on screen, and a custom Python script that I wrote that takes input from these 4 potentiometers and these 3 push buttons and edits the parameters of the effects. And then other than that, I've just got my serial LCD, and my input jack, my output jack, and over here I have my Raspberry Pi, which would normally go in the box, but for presentation purposes I've just got it out here. And on this custom circuit board that I soldered up, I have a MCP 2003 analog digital converter, and the potentiometers are wired into that analog digital converter. It's 12 bits. And I have my 3 push buttons wired into the Raspberry Pi's GPIO pins. And then for audio in and out, I've got a generic, buy it on Amazon USB sound card. It was like $8. And that's about it for the controls and the hardware part. And so I'll play through each effect, just play a couple chords, and so you know how it sounds like. The first control that I'm going to use is the up button. These up and down buttons cycle through the effects, as you can see on the screen. And then these, from left to right, I've got the effect parameter knobs that correspond to the ones shown on screen. So feedback, depth, and speed. And I can change those parameters if I press the center button. And then you can see that the parameters of the effect change. Like this is the edit 1 knob at the very top, E1. I can change that parameter, and that would correspond to feedback. So the first effect is a chorus. Oh, let's reset that. Here's the chorus. And as you heard the first time I tried to play it, it was really messed up. That's because when I press the center button, whatever position these knobs are in, it automatically changes those parameters of the effect. So this third knob corresponds to speed. I can turn the speed way down and try it. And you can hear that that's more like a flanger. Or I can turn the speed way up, all the way, and I have something weird that you've probably never heard before. So moving on to the second effect, I have this Warble Chorus, which is something I came up with myself, and it's, hold on, you gotta get the parameters just right to make it sound like anything. You can kind of hear that it slows down and then gets faster automatically, so it's kind of it changes its speed by itself. So that's kind of cool, but I don't think you could ever really use it in a song. Tremolo, which is one of my favorites. Let's see. I can change the speed. We can turn the speed all the way up. Turn it back down. Or I can change, let's see, I can change the shape. Round it off or give it really harsh corners. Oops. And I can change, what's the third? Depth. Moving on to the third effect, I believe. We have Vibrato, which is another one I like. And this one only has two parameters. I can change the depth and the speed. And moving on to the next effect, we have a wah, which I really like. And you can change the maximum frequency it sweeps up to, and the minimum frequency it sweeps down to. And you can change the speed with the third knob. And moving on to the next one, we have the ring modulator, which I also really like. And with this one, all you can do is change the pitch. I like it about 600. That's kind of loud. Let's turn that down. It kind of morphs any chord you play into something different, so you can't really, if you're in standard tuning, you can't really play any songs that use standard tuning, but it's kind of a fun one just to play with. Kind of reminds me of a bad telephone call, or DTMF tones. We have a low fuzz wah, which is basically a fuzz and a wah, and we'll get into the fuzz and overdrive in a little bit, but and so that's that. Same parameters. You can't change how much a fuzz there is yet. I might add in this fourth knob, which doesn't actually control anything in any effect yet. You may be able to change that, but at the moment you can't. Medium fuzz, wah. Just more fuzz. And high fuzz, I won't even play that one, it's just more fuzz. I'm gonna turn this one way down. Hold on. This is a ring modulator and the fuzz. And I think the ring modulator and fuzz go well together. I think it's a combination that's actually been used in some real pedals before. Here's just the fuzz. Pretty dirty. I don't actually care for the fuzz by itself, but it was kind of a given. I have to have a fuzz in here. A subtractive overdrive, which works by taking the signal from your guitar and a signal generated in the Pure Data software and subtracting them from one another, and what you get is an overdriven sound because you're clipping. And so, yep, it's just a okay overdrive. It's not the best, but it works. Here's my interpretation of a Tube Screamer by Ibanez. I think it's pretty close. You can tell me what you think. Hold on, we gotta turn this up. I think it's pretty close. I don't actually own a Tube Screamer, so I can't compare it, but from what I've heard, it's pretty close. And digital delay. I'm going to turn this one up. This is right now going on forever. So we'll turn it down a bit. And I can make it into a really fast delay, like a reverb almost. If I turn the amount of repeats up, you can kind of come up with some cool combinations with all of these actually. Almost sounds like a reverb. You can fine tune it, but I won't go into that. Then my tape echo. Which is essentially the digital delay, but with some randomly generated noise added in to simulate a decaying tape. And I believe that is all the effects in the box. I don't think I demonstrated. Here's just the clean sound. So it's very clean. There's no processing going on here. But that's just about it. I've been playing through a Vox Vt30, which is a modeling amplifier. I've got all the gain and volume, everything set to the middle about, and none of the onboard effects are engaged, obviously. And for my guitar, I've been playing a Epiphone Les Paul standard plus top, which is a great guitar. If you're contemplating buying one, I very much recommend it. Mine, the model that I own, is actually out of production now, but I assume they make them the same way with the Plus Top Pro and everything. So thanks for watching.